Hello, just a quick one. So recently we've had Jim O'Callaghan, who is the Minister for Justice in Ireland, and he's come out and said that he would offer asylum seekers €10,000 to withdraw their claim and ultimately leave, right? Stop seeking asylum in Ireland. Naturally, there's different reactions to this, right? And I would like to point out a positive one, and that is Irish people are different, right? And our value systems are structured differently. They might overlap with other people, right? But they may also diverge from other people's. And in terms of them being similar to what degree, right? So many people will look at that and say, look at this nonsense, right? So you're bringing in these people, we're forced to pay for them, and then you're offering them money to leave, which is money that is being extracted from our pocket to pay for these people who we've already been paying for to then leave the country. And most likely, because a lot of them are arriving here without documentation, that just means they'll get a flight to England, they'll go into the north of Ireland, and then they'll come down here as well, right, again. And do they get to collect another €10,000? Like, how many times are we going to pay the same people or the same family to leave the country, right? That's definitely a potential. But what's also a potential, or even an inevitability with this course of action, is people who don't have that kind of angry knee-jerk response to it, right? They might consider themselves more fair. They might look at this and say, look, is that not a good incentive for these people to leave, right? And if it means we can get rid of a good lot of them, then that could be a permanent fixture, and the €10,000, that can be recreated again, right? That's not permanent. Like, that's just a transient transaction in order to reach a more permanent solution to the problem that we're facing. That's a potential too, right? But overarching or underpinning both of those, you're going to see Irish people's patience be tested, right? And many people, their patience is gone already, right? But for, I would argue, the greater bulk of Irish people, they're now going to be looking at this, because a story has come out this morning of the response of probably NGOs or charities or these people that advocate for asylum seekers or refugees or whatever the case is. And they have said that being offered €10,000 to leave the country is a bribe and they don't want any part in it, right? So you're going to start seeing people get very, I don't know if you'll see it, right? It's a potential. I'm not prophesying the future, right? But this is something that's probably likely to happen. People, everyday Irish people, are going to be looking at this and looking at the rebuff to this and saying, these people are just ungrateful. Those who won't take the money and leave are just ungrateful because they've had everything given to them so far, and all we're trying to do is clean up our country a bit and get things back on some sort of equilibrium that is satisfying to the average Irish person, right? Because the status quo is not. And that is just going to grow and grow and grow. So people's patience is going to be tested here. And I would imagine that a lot of Irish people's patience, who will see this as a kind gesture and offer, and to see the hand slap back, that is going to annoy a lot of people, and that will push people towards the point of their patience wearing thin and being exhausted in totality, right? So it's interesting to observe the changes in Irish people as these things are reeled out, absorbed, and then decided upon by each and every one of us.